Yo, Merry Christmas folks, you're here chilling with the real Satoshi Aoki. Got a ripper video in store for you today. I'm going to be talking about the potential of the first frontier crypto.com land. So this is definitely one that you're not going to want to miss. There will be timestamps below folks if you want to go forwards or backwards at any point in the video. And please do remember, I'm not a financial advisor. These videos are not financial advice. At the making of this video, I do have two First Frontier land deeds, I have a loaded lion, and just a little bit of CRO. Now folks, let's just be honest, there is just a lot of garbage NFT projects out there at the moment, but within all of that garbage, there are some gems, which I spend hours trying to look for. Well, I do genuinely think that I've found a potential gem for Christmas time and early into the new year. What I do especially like about this project is the fact that it seems quite exclusive, it's a low mint number, and above all else, the artwork is undeniably fantastic. It is absolutely stunning, and I'm more than happy to say that I've partnered with Concept 2048 to bring you this fantastic collaboration. Concept 2048 is the NFT collection that is absolutely buzzing in the NFT world right now. And for those that were wondering, it's not an AI-generated collection. All of these NFTs are handcrafted meticulously to really bring that really exclusive and classy value to the aesthetic of this collection. Like how a painter in real life would use a canvas to actually paint and create art, it's very similar in this way. The artist behind this project spent a lot of time curating, designing, and constructing this masterpiece of 2,048 pieces. The well-known artists in the fashion art industry have had fantastic exhibitions already in real life, believe it or not, in Venice Biennale. Folks, if you dig in this collection, then I highly suggest that you jump in and get on this whitelist. The description of exactly how to get into the whitelist will be at the very top of the description of this video. Spots are limited, they are running out fast, so make sure you go ahead and check it out, as well as their socials too. From November 2022, Concept 2048 on Twitter has already accrued over 16,000 followers, nearly 17,000 followers. So make sure you go ahead and hit that follow button at the top of the link in this description. This picture shows 4 NFTs from the Metamorphosis collection. Each one represents one of nature's elements: air, water, earth, and fire. Which one do you like more? Leave a comment below. Now folks, of course, if you've got any questions about the Metamorphosis collection from Concept 2048, hit me up in the comments. I'd love to know what you think. Alrighty folks, so the crypto.com land, the first frontier, this is the crypto.com NFT marketplace folks. So as we can see here, the current floor price. Now take a good look at this and remember, let this imprint into your brain, $183 floor price, guys, on a 23,105 items. I do think there's 20,000, not sure why it's 23,105. Maybe someone can hit me up in the comments there. We got 4,995 owners, okay, so just under 50% ownership, which is very, very good. And folks, this is also something really important to recognize as well. $2.1 million in traded volume. That's absolutely insane, and I spoke about this a little bit in my live stream on the last Sunday. The fact that, guys, this First Frontier land deed, it was oversubscribed. They had a few issues early on. I don't 100% agree with the way that it was delivered to the community. But the bottom line is, above all else, it was oversubscribed in the pits of a bear market, in the pits of all-time lows for a lot of projects. BTC in trouble, Ethereum in trouble. We still might see another bottom, yet they were still able to create this hype. How? Well, this is the power of crypto.com, the marketing push, the budget, everything that crypto.com has got going on really did lead to this moment. The security, the compliance, all the boring stuff. And now they put out these official land deeds and they have done really, really well. Without getting into too much detail about how the drop went, I personally don't understand why every single loaded lines holder wasn't guaranteed at least one, maybe even 2 deeds that was just put aside separately on an original mint, right, for those holders, and then the rest could just be delivered in a sense of, you know, first come, first served. And I think that would have made a lot of people happy rather than all this shenanigans going on, having transactions going through, people not receiving their lands. When I say people, I'm talking about OG loaded lines holders, people that probably got in from literally day one and supported the community from the start. These are the kinds of people, crypto.com, loaded lines, if you're listening, that you need to keep in mind and reward. It wasn't handled particularly well, and it could have been been handled a lot better. That's just my opinion. But hey, we're looking forward. We're being positive. I'm a holder. I'm looking to get more land. Possibly when the reveal happens, I might try and get a rare land that's sort of a little bit lower down in value. So guys, again, I could talk about this for a long time. We will be covering it in a bit more detail on my Sunday stream at 5:30 Eastern Standard Time this coming Sunday on Boxing Day. So make sure you subscribe, you like the video, and you tune in for that stream. But for now, guys, let's just have a bit of a think about this. So as I did say, it's 20,000 land plots. And what I actually want to do is use a bit of very basic mathematics and, you know, maybe a little bit of a prediction about where this could potentially go. So how will I do this? Well, there's different ways you can do this, and you can agree or disagree or hit me up in the comments. I'd love to know, because again, I don't claim to be an expert, guys. These are all just my opinions. I've made lots of wins, I've made lots of losses, but hey, I'm still here and I've been doing this from 2017. So let's head on over to the Sandbox collection. Now, for those of you that don't know, the Sandbox, in my opinion, well, actually, it's not even in my opinion, in terms of a market capital, right? It has the highest market capital for any metaverse play right now. And not just that, but it's been around for one of the longest times next to Decentraland, guys. The Sandbox marketplace, it's got the aesthetic of Minecraft, so I think it's been doing very well, and that's one of the reasons for it. But let's take a look more closely at what's been going on in terms of the statistics here that we can actually see. The objective data, total volume. This is absolutely insane. 155,483, not dollars, not pounds, Ethereum, guys. 155,483 Ethereum. That is literally bonkers, okay? Just to give you a rough idea of approximately what that is, guys, that is closer to 1.9 billion US dollars just on this singular collection. That is absolute madness. Now, I'm totally aware that this collection has been around for, give or take, maybe around 4 years. Obviously, the Crypto.com land has literally just listed, okay? Hasn't even been around for a couple of weeks, if that, okay? So this has had time to accrue, but I guess what can we really establish here? We can establish that people are into buying metaverse land if the project fits, if it fits the bill. And look at the floor price, 0.9 Ethereum, okay? This has been up, you know, above sort of maybe 3, maybe even close to 4 Ethereum for some plots. I personally have 2 Sandbox plots. I bought in at 0.3, so I'm doing very, very well on that so far. And look at this here. People don't want to sell. 1,563 listed, which is 1% of the total items. Now, the total items, good question. Thank you for asking. 136,183 items, okay? This was created December 2019, so I was a little bit off, so we're 2023 now, okay? So we'll call it 3 to 4 years. 22,852 owners, 17% unique owners. That's probably the only downside I'd say about Sandbox, is that the unique ownership is actually pretty low. We'd like to see that a little bit higher to avoid sort of things like high volatility and pump and dumps, and just to have that long sustainability of the actual project. Then if we go back again to the total supply of the Crypto.com land first frontier, we got 20,000, okay? So just for simple mathematics, let's just call it 20,000, okay? We'll round it down. And the Sandbox, we'll just round it to around 120,000. Now, the scarcity of the Crypto.com land is 6 times smaller, okay? 23,000, 100,000 give or take, okay? 6 times smaller. The scarcity is 6 times more, which theoretically could mean that the price of this collection could be 6 times the price of the Sandbox floor. Now, folks, if I had to make a prediction, not financial advice, I'm not a financial advisor, but I think it's very realistic to assume that within maybe even a year's time, so long as the first frontier land play goes ahead, Crypto.com hire the right people, use the money wisely, make it out of the bear market, all of this has to go right. It might not all go right, but if it does all go right and they enter a similar trajectory in terms of value proposition, maybe they get some more investment on board when they hit the full bull market, and you know, it does become a real competitor potentially, and hopefully it does, to the Sandbox, I really don't think it's that unrealistic to suggest a 1 Ethereum floor price, which would leave it at the current price of $1,216 for the cheapest land plot, guys. And honestly, in a year's time, if we're in somewhat of a bull market, I think that is actually probably a pretty conservative bet. So if you were to go ahead and buy a plot now for around 183 US dollars, guys, you could near on 9 to 10x that money within a year's time if you're a believer in the potential idea that I'm proposing. Now again, folks, I want to be super crystal clear. I am not telling you to go out and buy a first frontier deed at all. I'm simply proposing to you a prediction of what I think could potentially happen. The bull case, guys. The bull case for these deeds. I think it's very realistic. I don't think it's a unrealistic prediction. And again, guys, not to sound like a broken record, but I'm using the data from the Sandbox, okay? That's not the only one, okay? We've got Decentraland, there's Axie Infinity Land, we've got Illuvium Land. Whether you like it or not, there are going to be successful NFT land projects, okay, in the next 5 to 10 years. Metaverse is a real thing. People are going to want to have land for gaming, for marketing, and all kinds of things. Concerts, meeting up in the metaverse, guys. It's a very real thing, and I'm going to be following this journey with the Loaded Lions, the Frontier D lands very, very closely. So if you like anything to do with that, you like the raw, unbiased content from Crypto.com, because I'm not sponsored by Crypto.com. I am an official ambassador. If you are signed up for the app, then great. If you're not, there will be also a link to do that in the description of this video. But folks, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Most important of all, if you enjoyed it, like it, subscribe as well. And of course, hit that notification bell if you want to see more videos like this in the future. And from wherever you're watching from in the world, I hope you have a fantastic day, a Merry Christmas, and we'll catch you for a video tomorrow. Cheers.